Hours-long detentions for soccer players due to passport flags. Not because they did anything wrong, not because they're suspects, just because of where they were born. And dead ass, that is one of the wildest things happening in football right now. Nope. So let's talk about it. Because this story is living rent-free in my head and it should be in yours too. Picture this. You are an elite international footballer. You've trained your whole life for this moment. You qualified for the World Cup. You got your visa. You did everything right. And then you land in the United States and get pulled into secondary inspection for hours. Not because of anything you did, because an automated screening system flagged your passport, because of your nationality, double for you, because of where you are from. The audacity of that situation is actually unreal. These are not just random travelers. These are some of the most vetted, documented, background-checked athletes on the planet. They have P1A visas specifically designed for elite athletes competing at the highest level. And still, the system flags them. Bro really thought a World Cup footballer was a threat. Unserious behavior from the border process, not gonna lie. And here is where it gets even crazier. Several countries that qualify for major international tournaments are on heightened scrutiny lists or US travel restriction lists, so their players are automatically at higher risk of being held. Some have been turned away entirely, not detained for a few minutes. Turned away entirely. That is a massive L for the sport. And low-key a massive L for the whole idea of hosting a global tournament if the players cannot even get in a building. The World Cup is supposed to be the biggest celebration of football on Earth. It is supposed to be the moment where every nation sends their best and the world watches together. That is the whole Sigma energy of the tournament. Unity. Competition. Respect. But if the entry process is treating legitimate World Cup participants like suspects based on passport discrimination, then we have a serious problem that nobody is talking about loud enough. Real ones know this has been happening quietly for years. Players from certain African nations, certain Middle Eastern nations, certain South American nations, flagged, held, questioned. While players from other countries walk straight through. That is not a vibe. That is not giving World Cup host energy at all. It is giving chaos and confusion, and it needs to be fixed before 2026 kicks off for real. These players have main character energy on the pitch. They should not be treated like NPCs at the airport. So here's the question I am leaving you with. If a country cannot guarantee safe and fair entry for every qualified World Cup player regardless of passport, should they even be hosting the tournament? Drop your answer in the comments because I genuinely want to know what you think. Subscribe for more.